Crazy Mike Show. Pow! And you know what? Just for good measure, let's hit him with another. Pow! This video is going to be about the Andrew Tate freaky, sneaky, Sneako beef. It is so funny, bro. First off, first thing I've got to say is arty farty, bro. Arty farty. IKYYK. Okay? I want to make a damn arty farty video with, I don't know, I'm torn between if I want to make an arty farty video with Sneako or an artsy fartsy video, because I don't know which one is better really. They both are pretty good stuff. Yeah, man, it's unfortunate that the boys are at odds right now. You know, you could tell Freaky Sneaky, you know, maybe Tate was underestimating the sneakiness. But I kind of understand. Now, mind you, I didn't listen to all of their stuff in length. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that supposedly they put it on the stupid ass news that for the normie, you know, only normies are watching the damn Channel 7 and everything like that. See, I'm down here. This is my hood. This is my casa. You know, come to my crib. I show you my hood. So, what are you doing, fucking moron? You get messed up twice, bro. First, you mess up our cars. Then I mess up your face. Anyway, yeah, it's a shame the boys are at odds, but I understand both. Like, yeah, Tate's already in hot water. He's trying to like turn the boiler down. You know what I mean? He don't need no more heat. He's as old as I am, and I don't know, them boys are, you know, you gotta respect it. They're going up against what is it? The NWO, bro. They're going up against Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, and they wanted Tate in their corner. But the boy is in hot water. I mean, it's a good point, but I don't know. It's kind of funny how, you know, I wouldn't want to go into like a debate with Tate. Not that he's like absolutely right. I'm sure they both have right. There's both right and wrong in both of their stances where they stand right now. You know what I mean? But one thing I thought about is like they're definitely more powerful together, but you see how there's conflict between governments and countries or whatever, kind of the same thing there. Like, imagine, no matter what level you're on, even them who are supposed to be homies, now they got pressure. So that's just how it goes. That's how easily things could go south. You could be the best of buds, and yeah, now they're not happy with one another type stuff. So everyone can knock the real top G, Andrew, to be clear. You know, but come on, son. The boys been through enough. And I'm no Tate fanboy. You know, I find both of the homies entertaining at times. So if he was like, but you know, who's really most to blame is damn P-Bead. Like, I've never really been a fan of that guy. Something about him, like, his voice, and that's before his whole seeming affiliation with the NWO. I'll call him. You know, see, I'm not even in any of that hot water, and I'm reluctant to go up in that and start talking because I already said in the last video, like, I don't know about trying to get some numbers, do a couple numbers here, do a few numbers, and just go head first, dive deep into like attacking them boys. Oh, you know what I mean? But yeah, bro, it's crazy stuff happening. It's crazy how them boys, are upset with each other. Like, does it? It's kind of like the whole Candace and the Republican, what they say about them. Like, it doesn't help the party, but in all reality, yeah, f all these donkey elephant parties, bro. That thing that is not working, bro. And it's very likely that, yeah, they publicize a couple of murders, or if you want to call them that. I wouldn't mess with any kind of investigation of people under that. That's something else I said in another previous video. Like, man, if them boys suspect that there's some illegal contraband in a vehicle, whether it be a human being or not, if it's something illegal and they want it, I wouldn't stand in the way, bro. Or like, you're tripping, kind of. Like, that's why we have courts and stuff, or we're supposed to, bro. Don't do that. Don't push your luck, homie. Somebody behind me, I thought he was gonna go for that tight squeeze. Just relax, bro. It's red anyway. All right, go for it. He's going. He's a soldier. He's a tight squeeze soldier. You'd have been better off staying the hell there, Buster. Anyway, yeah, I feel where Tate's coming from, and it is a shame he didn't go on there and be like, who gives a hoot? It's a damn song. And it's kind of pathetic also that the content has degraded into a week of talking about playing a song. I mean, how long is that going to go on? I guess that's because that was kind of the straw that broke the camel. You know what I mean? So now these boys is going to build on that. Oh, you blame me for the song, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, like I said, it seems like it's PBD fault, bro. And that is some left, like, woke vibes. That, censorship vibes, bro. Not to play in, but there I go, getting dragged back into the left right. That's what's going to keep on happening. That's how they got us, bro. Supposedly T-Dog parked up over in Iran, right? Like, pulled up in the parking lot of Iran there and just posted up, and they're going to probably go on through with that. And all this other Minnesota crap seems like a distraction, but that's they're probably like, yeah, hype this up so people don't look over here. That's probably how they do us. But then again, maybe that's bull because, hell, we can really look anywhere we want to, but the strength is in how many focused on what, I'd imagine. But yeah, man, you could tell, when Tate started popping, Sneako was out here doing the what's that damn the feng shui? What's Tate's like imaginary thing that he did with his dad? Uh, Shaolin? No, it's not Shaolin, but whatever. He was doing his little hand thing, and he was out here putting his doing the Tate hand sign and like looking up to the boy. But yeah, Tate's a good speaker, man. Like, as you can see, I'm pretty fucking trash. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'll go on a run. You just gotta wait for it, bro. I'll go on a good, well explanation ass run. But you gotta wait for that joint. Cause shit, I don't even know what the hell we talking about most of the time. Or what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what to talk about. That's why my stuff is like all over the place. It seems. But yeah, man. Really then, Hell, they do it on the big fake stage. Why don't, I mean, they have each other's numbers, and everyone gets views. Who gives a shit? As far when you're already up there with on the Sneako level and the Tate level, whatever it is, whoever's Googled more, whatever. People know who both are because they're both talking about each other, mostly. So just talk that thing out, man. Get on the that'll be again. If I don't know if it's about views or more about the personal thing. I know Tate was on Bradley talking about, oh, now he gets to have views because I talk about him or with him, but you already did that, so you might as well now, set it up, set up the stream or whatever that is, man. Get on there and chop it up. Both of y'all will get views and try to seek common ground. That's my advice to the boys, to Tate and Sneak. Just get back to common ground. Who cares? Sneak could give his opinion. Oh, you could have done this better, blah, blah, blah. Tate will give his super articulate chess opinions. You know what I mean? With his accent. And y'all will be all right, man. You just squash it again. A little bit of poop. You leak out a little bit of poop. Poop comes out. You just clean it up, man. Change your diapers. And we start fresh. But I don't know. Now it's like they painted the boy as them boy that he hates them boys. So now Tate's probably gonna be like, shoot, I don't know if I want to go back. You know what I mean? And Sneak, or if he's watching, you are probably going to be, damn, I lost my train. Toot, 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 toot. Sneak's probably going to be like, oh, you sold out forever. There's no coming back now. So it's just a mess, bro. And again, I blame P-Bead. Mr. P-Bead from Syria. A serious Syrian. Why so serious? And I think Tate explained it well, bro. Like he still stood on business. Maybe not 10 toes, but 9 toes. You got to give him a toe or two. Because he's already in some shit. So you got to be like, yeah, I don't agree with that. That's what it really is. Like, you don't agree with that government and what they're doing. Now, there's people in our government, we don't agree with fucking more than half of the shit that we do here in this government. In America. Oh, I'm cutting this my spot right here, buddy. We don't really F with that, with what our government do. So I'm sure there's like people in that other country that aren't really feeling that what they're doing too. But on the internet, you only see so much. You see a lot that do support it. You know what I mean? Well, who's really loyal to their masters that much? Like, people don't have a say of what those people behind closed doors do that much. That's a small group within the big group. Same like us, I would imagine. So it ain't really about hating any particular religion or ethnicity or anything. Because even within that, there's people that don't agree, bro. That don't think they should be doing certain things. And like, it's never wise to like sell out or like generalize, really, even though you have to you don't have to, I don't know. It's never smart to be like, oh, this whole group of people is this way, because there's always exceptions. Now, majority, okay, possibly. And I'm not talking about a specific group. I'm just saying a group or whatever. That's why I don't F with groups. And let them people practice whatever they want. If their ancient book is crazy, that's on them. If they take that to be literal. And yeah, I made a little artsy fartsy video about it. Like, organized religion is not intelligent to me, bruh. How you gonna let any document or any content of any form rule your existence, bruh? Like, to the max, especially the harder you go, letting some whatever ancient book like dictate your existence, man, you're kind of nuts, bro. In my humble opinion, you know, not to say you have to be the antithesis of any ancient book and like go and like rebel against it and do the opposite of what it says and stuff either. You know, if it makes sense to you, cool. But I don't know. The more strict you are on it or about it or like on yourself and like other people, like, oh, they're goyim or they're going to hell or whatever the hell it is, whatever book you on, it's nutty, buddy. It's just nutty. And both of them boys, supposedly, right? Look at them beefing and stuff, and they both subscribe to that one, that other religion, Sneak and Tate. There's nothing in the book that like can help navigate this disagreement. Isn't there a chapter or something that's like, oh, if you feel your brother sells thy out, stream with thee, or whatever, dog. You know what I'm saying? I guess the book ain't all helpful in all realms of human endeavor. There, Tato. Really, what y'all need to do, bruh, is just let me drive the boat. Let me drive the boat. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to drive the boat. I know I'm the best goddamn driver in the goddamn ocean. I'm just starting my engines right now. That's all. You know, I'm a noob. I'm a tube noob. And all I need is a boob or tube. A boob or two. A boob or two. Maybe even four. But yeah, dog. Shame. They're both the homies, you know. And boy, do them boys be talking, man. They just constantly making content. Just turn on them cameras and let it rip. Yapping. I recall watching Tate over the years and stuff. Man, you hear a lot of the same things. He says the same things, but I mean, I guess he gets asked about them. But he's also always trying to like, he I don't know. He's got a lot of victim action going on, which in a real way I dig it. I understand it because in a sense he is the victim of certain things. But like we tell our peers, like, hey, F all that victim stuff. You know, you gotta get right despite. That's what the advice he'd give. You know, it's always this matrix attack. And that's another thing I want to touch on. I don't know if I need to make a whole video about it or whatever. But this whole matrix metaphor they've been using it all wrong. Like, I'm the real Morpheus. The real one, dog. Now I'm saying this satirically. Is that a word? Look up satirically for me. Yeah. Obviously, there is no real damn Morpheus. But unless you're talking about me. Because I'll get you out of the matrix, boy. But the problem is we're looking in the wrong direction, bro. Because the whole matrix is within you, bro. The matrix is your mind, your own damn mind. There's a guy named I'm rusty, boy. I'm rusty. I believe his name is Max. I can't remember his last name right now. And there's a nice, juicy quote that he says. The matrix is the content of your own damn consciousness, homie. The matrix is yourself. You want to escape the matrix, you got to escape your mind, and only you could like shift your attention. You feel me? And even still, we're already we're already like, let me use this example. When you're born, right? You're an empty glass, or not empty, but a glass of like clear, pretty water. Then you go about having experiences in life and recording, and then your water gets a little dirty, right? And you can't ever really get that water clean again. The same way we're filled with language, religions, stuff like that. Damn, I just washed this car yesterday. This whole damn street is wet. But the same way you get indoctrinated with all these ideas and these all this information, right? You can't really delete it, bro. Like, your language is probably the best example that everyone can relate to. Like, that's it, man. If somebody curses you out in Chinese, you're not going to care unless you speak Chinese, Mandarin, whatever. But if they curse you out in your native tongue, you're going to feel that, despite knowing that everything I know, how there's a million ways you can look at a word. Like, it's just a sound, right? Like, when we're born, the first thing we do is cry. Then and crying is like a form of breathing, right? That's like our first breath. Our first breaths are us crying. Then as we grow, 2, 3, 4, we learn to manipulate our tongue to make the sound of the cries, breathing, into words that our fellow citizens or our neighbors in them, our family, our friends, closest to us, our neighborhood, our school, that they'll understand, more or less. Obviously, we don't completely understand each other all the time, despite having vocabularies that we attempt to explain ourselves with, or some things need no explanation. I don't know. Do you follow me though? Or did I go too far off? Yeah. That's an example of the Matrix. Now that's like part of it, dog. I wish I had that quote on hand, but I gotta set up my studio already, bro. There's only so much I could do on the road again. But I'll leave y'all with that for now. Freaky Sneaky, holla at your boy Crazy. Tate, you know what I'm saying? Sneak, you said something about Ascension, bro, and how, I forget, it was a couple of days back, man. It might have been a week already. You're like, Ascension, bring your brother up or put somebody on, or you said something like that. You were talking with Clavicki kid. Clavicki, whatever. What the fuck does that mean anyway? Anyway, no hate, bro. He's my young brother too. Hey, we all brothers here. That's my pretty young brother. You know, it's all love. But you got to make some room for Crazy, bro. You got to let Crazy in the door, man. Because I got something to say. All right? And that's some of it right there. But yeah, man. Allah Akbar. Don't know what that means. But peace to my Muslim brothers, them. And squash that beast. Squash that bullshit again. I'll be back.